Justin Trudeau and the Liberal government continue to refuse to call the horrific conduct by the Chinese Communist Party what it is, a genocide.
Accusations that the Chinese government deny. I'm Joey Kiki.
660 News Time, 7:39. The world of Disney is getting even bigger today. The entertainment giant is nearly doubling its content on its streaming service with a new offering that caters to more grown-up tastes. Mike Keppel reports from the 660 Business Center.
The new Disney offering is called Star. It's an extension of Disney Plus streaming service with more than 150 TV series and 500 movies from Disney's film production and television divisions. Greg Mason is the VP of Marketing for Walt Disney Studios Canada.
The 20th Century Studios, FX, BBC, and all of those are our own.
Now, Star has to be linked to Disney Plus. It's not a standalone, and keeping the kids who have grown accustomed to the Marvel universe and typical Disney fare off the Star platform.
Second to none parental controls to ensure that the Star content is very much protected so that parents can set the ratings and the appropriate levels.
Disney is raising its subscription price for Disney Plus Star. Existing customers won't see that take effect until August at the Business Center. I'm Mike Keppel.
And we're 1 minute away from traffic and weather together on the one. 660 News Time, 7:40.
What's the matter?
I have a deadline and I can't connect to my company's files. It's so frustrating and it happens all the time.
Did you call your company's IT provider?
Yes, no one answered.
They need to use Calypso IT. Put an end to slow service and other IT issues with Calypso's 24/7 service desk. Calypso is the fastest and most responsive managed IT service provider in Calgary. Get better IT support for less than what you're paying today. Calypso. CALITSO.com.
Let's pretend I was going to ask you to marry me.
Ooh, okay.
So what kind of ring would you have in mind?
Well, something simple, but not too subtle and not traditional. But not traditional, you know? Canadian-made, elegant, stunning, and uniquely representative of our everlasting love.
Okay.
But honestly, I haven't really thought about it that much.
Right. Find that perfectly unique ring for that perfectly unique person at Spence Diamond. Open now across from Chinook Center.
660 News Time, 7:41. Traffic and weather together on the one. From the traffic center, here's 10. Traffic is brought to you by GSL's Cadillac. It's back. Lease the 2021 Cadillac XT5 Premium Luxury All-Wheel Drive for $595 per month for 48 months only at GSL's Cadillac. We have good news in the Southwest. Elbow Drive is reopened after that residential fire just south of Southland Drive. Lanes are moving a little slowly by the incident. As the merge crews remain on site, expect delays. You can try 14th Street or McLeod Trail as your best alternate. Advise to avoid that if you can on Elbow Drive. Otherwise, seeing a busier ride along Southampton Drive and Sacramento Drive, also as a result of this fire. We'll hear plenty more details in the news. We've got many different road conditions around the city. I'm scanning cameras at the main intersections that show it's mostly bare and wet up in the northeast, 68th Street and 16th Avenue. Seeing that slushy, greasy kind of slush mix that's sitting on the ground could be deceptively slick. In the southeast, Deerfoot Trail is slow going northbound from Barlow up towards Southland Drive at the Ira Strong Bridge. Not necessarily unusual, but it is going to add some time to your ride. And in the northeast at 16th Avenue westbound approaching 19th Street, where ongoing road work has been a factor in the morning commute last couple days, it's slow from Barlow Trail towards Deerfoot, basically. If you see something in the way, let us know. 403-291-0066. The Lotto Max jackpot is an estimated $65 million plus an estimated 10 max millions. $65 million plus 10 max millions. Dream to the max with Lotto Max. Now the weather forecast. Here's meteorologist Michael Coos.
It's going to be a little unsettled today. We've already seen some light snow this morning, more on the way through the afternoon. Really flurries on and off around the area. Daytime temperatures warming up to 1 or 2 degrees. Now it will clear out this evening, definitely through the overnight. Drops down to -9. Tomorrow it's sunny with temperatures back up at least around seasonal 1 or 2 degrees. Currently in Riverbend, it's -3. Bonus also at -3. The daytime high up to 2 degrees.
And the markets are open. Let's have a look at how the numbers look in your market minute.
A pullback for stocks at the start of trade. The TSX down 216 points at 18,190. That's a bit of a surprise. Again, considering we had strong earnings in from the big Canadian banks, the BMO and the Scotiabank, both topping estimates. And indeed, both those companies are trading higher. But we've got is Shopify, down $155 to $1,587. Shopify issuing some new shares, and Constellation Software is down $24. Magna International down $5, and Canopy Growth down by 10%. Wall Street's got the Dow down 120 points. The Nasdaq down 2.75%. Tesla has opened the day down by 7.8%. Oil down 40 cents at 61.30. Our dollar steady 79.25 cents U.S. The Business Center. I'm Mike Apple.
660 News Time, 7:44, 1 minute away from a look at our top stories.
Return to the scene of the crime. You got somewhere else you gotta be? Tuesdays on City TV. Rex, go! The best team in law enforcement. Stop police! Hudson and Rex. All right, Rex. See what we can turn on. All right, pal. Do your thing. Good detectives.
Well, now you're just showing off.
Great partners. We both have our issues. Hudson and Rex. Tuesdays, 9/8 Central on City TV. Or stream live and free at citytv.com. Not a bad day's work, partner.
The winter 4x4 sales event is still on at Varsity Chrysler, which means they're still offering up to 25% in discounts, 0% financing on all models, no payments till spring of 2021, and up to $20,000 in cash back. Choose from over 250 new and pre-owned vehicles, including trucks, Jeeps, and vans at $0 down and just $99 a week. They'll even throw in same-day delivery. Varsity Chrysler and VarsityChrysler.com. Experience the Varsity value where everybody rides.
Calgary's news now. This is 660 News.
Good morning. It is -5 from the 660 News Broadcast Center in downtown Calgary. I'm Andrea Montgomery. Here are your top stories this morning. A 2-alarm fire in Southwood along Elbow Drive, kind of halfway between Southland and Anderson, has proved busy this morning. There's still a person unaccounted for. At one point, fire crews became disoriented in the basement where a lot of the heavy smoke and fire seems to be concentrated. They had to call police for a mayday. They were able to get out. Parts of Elbow Drive continue to be closed this hour. Councillor Drew Farrell has announced she will not seek re-election this fall, with another familiar face taking a step back. At this point, we know there will be at least 6 new people at the table after the vote. 660 News Time, 7:46. It is time for 660 Sports 960 The Fan. Here's Tanya Blakey. The Calgary Flames celebrate a win in Toronto.
Rasmus Anderson took the shot, and Sam Bennett batted the puck by Michael Hutchinson.
First goal stood as the winner in a 3-0 Flames victory, with David Riddick recording the shutout.
I mean, it's obviously which win. We need something like that.
Riddick got the call to play after learning Jacob Markstrom would not dress because of an upper body injury. In fact, both teams went without their number 1 goaltenders. Frederick Anderson sat out for the Leafs with a lower body injury. Tonight, sadly struggling Montreal Canadiens in the nation's capital, looking for redemption. Ottawa beat Montreal 3-2 in overtime on Sunday, and the Edmonton Oilers try and stretch their win streak to 4 games when they face the Canucks in Vancouver. Toronto Raptors riding 4-game win streak as they get set to host the Philadelphia 76ers this evening. And Ontario's Rachel Holman and defending champion Carrie Eiderson remain unbeaten heading into round robin action today at the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. It's another 3-draw day at the Scottish Tournament Hearts right here in Calgary. Sports every 15 and 45 minutes past the hour, or anytime at sportsnet.ca. 660 News Time, 7:47. When we come back, we're keeping an eye on that situation on Elbow Drive this morning, where a fire has brought out many crews and closed a portion of that road. We'll have more details after this.
This month at Hyatt Infinity, receive 3 monthly payments on us when you lease or finance a 2020 or 2021 model. Calgary's original Infinity destination, serving you for over 28 years. Hyatt Infinity, Heritage Meadows Road on Luxury Lane. Streams of Truth, brought to you by Sportsnet Now. Do you feel trapped with unreliable illegal sports streams? Stuck in the glitchy, pixelated wasteland of pirated sports? Well, the freedom that you deserve is now with Sportsnet Now. All you need is an internet connection, and you too can stream the game wherever your imagination takes you. Live stream sports with Sportsnet Now, starting at
Chief Paul Frederick has this update.
And they're all fine. They became disoriented due to the heavy fire conditions and the conditions in the basement. They were able to find their way to the stairwell and exit on the roof.
5 other people that lived in the house or were in the house were able to get out on their own. The one person is still unaccounted for. Firefighters still on scene. 6:60 news time, 7:49. The Manitoba military reservist who pleaded guilty to 8 charges related to an incident at Rideau Hall last summer is to be sentenced in Ottawa today.
Corey Huron was heavily armed on July 2nd when he broke through the gate and headed on foot towards Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's home at Rideau Cottage. Trudeau was not home at the time, and police were able to talk Huron down and arrested him peacefully after about 90 minutes. The 46-year-old originally faced 21 weapons charges and one of threatening the Prime Minister, but pleaded guilty earlier this month to 7 weapons charges and 1 charge of mischief for willfully causing $100,000 worth of damage to the Rideau Hall gate. Lori Paris, The Canadian Press.
6:60 news time, 7:50. We are just 1 minute out from a look at traffic in your 5-day forecast.
The 2021 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is underway at the Bubble at Mark and McPhail Center. 50/50 tickets are on sale with 10 chances to win. Purchase your tickets now at curlingalberta.ca. License number 570519.
Will your children benefit from your legacy or lose your wealth to an ex-spouse? Here's Sherry McMillan of McMillan Estate Planning.
Most people do estate planning to ensure that their inheritance stays within their bloodline. It's very common, unfortunately, today for us to experience divorce in our families. And so what we want to ensure is that we design our estate to ensure that our wealth that we've created remains within our bloodline.
Join McMillan Estate Planning for their virtual seminar on February 24th by calling 1-833-266-6464 or visit McMillanestate.com.
Support curling in Alberta by purchasing 50/50 tickets during the Scotties Tournament of Hearts with 10 chances to win in support of our local curling community. Purchase tickets at curlingalberta.ca. License number 570519.
6:60 news time, 7:51. Time for traffic and weather together on the one. Traffic is good. Tanya's been keeping an eye on traffic. How are things looking? Not too bad, all things considered this morning. We are dealing with that slushy, greasy mix of rain, wet, snow on many routes around the city. We've got some volume in the northeast. Deerfoot Trail southbound. It's been a little slower going all morning between Stoney and about 16th Avenue. We see a bit of a bunch up now on southbound Deerfoot approaching 16th Avenue. In that same area, 16th Avenue westbound approaching 19th Street slow for some ongoing road work. It's backed up to Barlow Trail. And then, of course, when you head towards Deerfoot Trail and you're merging south, it's a bit of a slow ride. If you see something perhaps on southbound Deerfoot Trail at 16th Avenue, I'd love to hear from you. We'll try and get a camera to see what's going on in the next 10 minutes. In the southeast, Glenmore Trail is sluggish westbound from Stoney past Barlow. It opens up close you get to Deerfoot Trail. We see normal volume building in the southeast on Deerfoot northbound from Barlow up towards Southland Drive because of the narrowing of the Iverstrong Bridge. And in the northwest, Stoney Trail sluggish southbound merging onto eastbound 16th Avenue for road conditions, volume, and ongoing road work there. Friendly note to southwest, Elbow Drive is reopened. As you're hearing in the news, after a 2-alarm blaze, it's just a single lane getting through in either direction between Southland and Anderson Road, give or take. You'll find the best options for alternate would include 14th Street or McLeod Trail. If you see something in the way, let us know. 403-291-0066. Traffic is brought to you by All Kinds Door Services, your one-stop door specialist. Commercial, residential, overhead, or pedestrian. All Kind Door Services repairs them all. 24-hour emergency service available. Call 403-266-1411. Let's connect now with meteorologist Michael Coos for a look at the 5-day. And Michael, before we look forward, can we talk a little bit about last night? I woke up because I could hear hail on my car at about 9:30 p.m. Like really small hail, but that was an unmistakable sound.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was ice pellets, some hail around the area, even some lightning, some thunder snow in pockets. Temperatures, the temperature difference between the surface and higher up in the atmosphere. We saw snow melting and then refreezing through the layers of the atmosphere. That's how things played out through that stretch from around 9 to midnight, depending on your exact location, really 8:30 to midnight. Everything settled down after that, but it won't stay settled all day long today. We could even see the return of some pop-up thunderstorms around the area, especially this afternoon and this evening. It remains super shaky today with some flurries on and off. A few sunny breaks in there too. High no warm is at about 2 degrees with a wind out of the north. Drops down to after 2.
Thanks for that, Michael. It is time for your health report. Here's Catherine Jete.
Health Canada is said to be days away from making a decision on whether to approve the COVID-19 vaccine from AstraZeneca. Priya Sharma, the agency's chief medical advisor, told the House of Commons Health Committee the regulator has received all the scientific information from the company it needs to make the call. But she says the company is still looking into some issues related to labeling and instructions for health professionals. Health Canada has been saying for weeks a decision on AstraZeneca is imminent. Dr. Sharma said yesterday there are a number of factors that affect how quickly these decisions can be made, but says the review is in its final stages. With the health report, I'm Catherine Jete.
And we're 1 minute out from a look at your business report. 660 News Time, 7:55.
Foothills Hospital Home Lottery. From incredible getaways, cars, cash, and so much more. There's over 3,500 prizes and something for everyone. Get your tickets now at foothillshospitalhomelottery.com. Water that runs on the power of water. What a concept. Trail Appliances is proud to carry Kinetico, the most efficient water softeners in the world. As non-electric water softeners, Kinetico runs on the power of water. And there's no better place to get Kinetico than Trail Appliances, your water experts. Join over 30,000 Albertans enjoying the Kinetico Good Life. Visit Trail Appliances today, see an expert, and go home happy with your new Kinetico softener. Visit trailappliances.com. Only the strongest vehicles survive. Make sure yours is up to the challenge with a Road Ready package from Canada's Garage, Canadian Tire. Packages include an oil change, tire rotation, brake inspection, steering and suspension inspection, as well as a 24-point check on all lights, fluids, belts, filters, and more. Plus, you can turn a big purchase into small payments with your Canadian Tire Triangle MasterCard. Get yours today at customer service or at triangle.com. Canadian Tire, Canada's Garage. Foothills Hospital Home Lottery. From incredible getaways, cars, cash, and so much more. There's over 3,500 prizes and something for everyone. Get your tickets now at foothillshospitalhomelottery.com. Well, the market turns, it goes very quickly. Case in point this morning, what we're seeing with the tech sector as the NASDAQ is down 3.5% in the opening trades, and the weakest performer was the previous standout, at least, well, up until last week. Tesla down 12% in the opening trades this morning. It was down 8% yesterday. The company's market value losing billions of dollars by the moment as the investors have turned away from the tech heavyweights, which were the standouts. They're shifting more toward energy companies, bank stocks. Bay Street, case in point. The TSX is down 368 points or 2%, and yet the bank sector is up because the Bank of Montreal and the TD both reported, or excuse me, the Bank of Nova Scotia both reported better than forecast first quarter results. But the market really looking for a shift here as bond yields have been up to one-year highs. The momentum play has all of a sudden lost a lot of steam. Shopify announcing it's issuing another couple of million shares to take advantage of a strong stock price. Well, that share price this morning not so strong, down $183 at $1,558. Constellation Software down $49 at $1,650. Hot stocks down substantially. Canopy Growth is down by 13% in the opening minutes this morning. We're also looking at CP Rail down $3 at $454.95. Even companies with really good earnings doesn't matter today as we're watching shares of Home Depot drop 3%. The Depot topped estimates for profit, sales, raised its dividend by 10%, but didn't give any forward guidance. Price for oil down 77 cents at $60.94. Gold is down $8 at $1,800. Canadian dollar down by 15 basis points at 79.10 cents US. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Uppel.
Boyd Auto Body and Glass offers contact-free estimates and repairs. Our top priority is the health and safety of our customers and team members. That's why our drop-and-go services include 3 flexible options for repairing your vehicle without having to walk into one of our shops. You can schedule an appointment for drop-off, arrange a contact-free curbside estimate, or send us photos of the damage for an online estimate. Learn more and find your location at BoydAutobody.com. Bring it to Boyd.
Hi, I'm Kirk Temple from South Trail Kia.
And I'm Kelly Temple from Eastside Kia.
So, Dad, are you getting tired of winter yet?
Well, you know me. I can hardly wait for spring and golf.
Oh, me too. But in the meantime, maybe we can come up with a way to make winter a bit more fun.
Well, how about no-charge all-wheel drive on all 2021 Kia Sportage?
Hey, now we're talking.
I still can't wait until spring, though. Do you really think you're going to beat me at golf this year?
Yep.
Eastside Kia and South Trail Kia.
We want to see you in a Kia.
660 News Time, 8 o'clock.
Calgary's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is 660 News.
It's Tuesday, February 23rd. Good morning. I'm Mike Lane.
And I'm Andrea Montgomery. We've dipped to -5 now in the city. Here's what's making news right now.
A search for unaccounted persons ongoing after a blaze in Southwood. Fire crews battled it for about 2 hours.
There will be a lot of new faces on City Council this fall. Another longtime councillor not seeking re-election. COVID-19 cases in Alberta are staying steady, but there's going to be some extra time until a decision is made around the next stage of reopening businesses to make sure there isn't a new increase.
It's happening virtually today due to COVID. Joe Biden taps Canada and Justin Trudeau for his first one-on-one meeting with another world leader since becoming U.S. president. A much-needed morale win for the Calgary Flames, shutting out the Maple Leafs in Toronto sports at 15.
We've got losses on Bay and Wall Street ahead of testimony from the U.S. Fed chair, and Home Depot reports better than expected earnings, but that stock is in the red. Business at 26.
660 News Time at 8:01.
Traffic and weather together on the ones in the traffic center. Here's Tanya Blakeney.
We've got a couple of tire changes happening in the Northeast on Deerfoot Trail southbound. It's just before and just after 16th Avenue, both of them over on the left shoulder. This explains why we've got some volume built around the route. Southbound Deerfoot Trail sluggish, approaching 16th Avenue and backed up steadily towards Beddington Trail. Road condition also a factor here as you're going a little slower than you might like. In the northwest, Stony Trail slow southbound, merging onto eastbound 16th Avenue. That's a pretty good mainstay expectation for a morning ride these days. Similar story in the southeast on Deerfoot northbound, approaching the Iverstrong Bridge. We're slow between Barlow and Southland Drive. Also seeing volume in the southwest now. Glenmore Trail eastbound, approaching 14th Street, right on the causeway. There's something slowing us down. I've got a camera with a view at 14th Street and one at Crowchild Trail. It just doesn't show me what is blocking it. It's literally right over top of the causeway. Southbound Crowchild Trail is also slowing down on your